The importance of understanding the history of MLMs is the fact that it helps us understand the origins, the patterns, its effect on reality in our society, and ultimately how we can best defend ourselves from the manipulation and the time wasting and motivate ourselves towards finding alternatives once we've either acknowledged or experienced that level of manipulation and abuse. There are going to be two aspects to me touching on this history. One is going to be on Napoleon Hill, who is a major influencer regarding pyramid schemes, MLMs, and getting set up for that mode of acceptance of MLMs. The second is how MLMs have entrenched itself into American society and how much we don't realize how manipulated we've become in accepting and participating in these schemes. The biggest lie is this. Napoleon Hill, his rise to fame came with the assumption that he actually interviewed the business tycoon at the time, Andrew Carnegie. Now, that's not necessarily true. There's already mounted evidence that, especially since Napoleon Hill only declared that he interviewed Andrew Carnegie after Carnegie passed away in 1918. And Carnegie's estate even pointed out that they have found no evidence of any sort that Carnegie and Hill ever met, or that the book to which the interview was, sitting on, that the book was authentic. So there is one person that Hill was verified to have met briefly, and that was Thomas Edison in 1923. But there is really no evidence that he had met any other person that he had claimed to have interviewed or met in order to substantiate his grand design of knowledge, this wealth of knowledge, which constituted the works like Think and Grow Rich. And yet, Think and Grow Rich is one of the most prominent books that is advocated by business folk, self-help gurus, whether true or fake, mostly on the fake side, and even MLMs. They use that as one of the foundational pillars to get you going. If you cannot do great things, do small things in a great way. These aren't like majorly innovative advice. I mean, I think you could attribute a lot of his thoughts from like Henry David Thoreau. So to say that he's a unique thinker is not necessarily true. There are other philosophers who can expound greatly into detail about certain perspectives. One of the most damaging aspects of Napoleon Hill's work is this notion that as long as you can imagine it, think it, and focus on it, especially when with regards to wealth, you can achieve it. It influenced the development of a more popular recent book, The Secret, and furthermore enhanced the positive thinking mindset. If you want to know business from Andrew Carnegie's perspective, read one of Andrew Carnegie's books because he wrote a number of things on business. And so you could get it directly from the source instead of the person who is more of a confidence man. Napoleon Hill is more of a confidence man. I only realized recently that the term con man comes from the term confidence man, which you can say is very similar to a lot of the motivational speakers, or especially the fake self-help gurus out there who really just want your money to buy into their seminar, so that they can make money. That's their livelihood, right? To get you pumped up and convinced and just get the mindset going. Like they want you to be to participate in that kind of codependence to their energy, the crowd, etc., which is something that MLMs have replicated. There are many great ideas in Napoleon Hill's work. It's just that it largely sets the groundwork for individuals like you and I to trust those who read Hill's work. And there's a form of social validation through shared knowledge and experiences. And this form of interpersonal validation, like it becomes the channel in which you can pull a person further into the organization, aka mind brainwashing them into the MLM. And the consequence of Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, other things start to develop a cult following, right? Like one is The Secret, which I've mentioned earlier, which endorses positive thinking, group cooperation to succeed. But these are really the foundations in which your perspective of things can be corrupted to support pyramids, MLMs, and network marketing and direct selling. People are only looking at the happy path. They're only looking at the positive side of everything that Napoleon Hill offers. That's why it's important to do more research, to be more aware of business, of life, of ethics. Because when you do enough of that and you see both the pros and the cons of these perspectives, you start to realize, oh my gosh, Napoleon Hill, for all the good that he's worth, he's only setting me up to get further manipulated to other people who have this agreeable terms. But then if someone else is against me, well, I need to cut them out. They're not promoting this positive feeling that I'm feeling. And it becomes more about the emotion to define your truth than the wisdom and the intelligence to truly enact proper business methodologies to succeed. So that's what I'm going to cover like right now. I'm going to do another video on the legality of MLMs in the US. Thank you for watching. If you appreciate this message, please like, share, and subscribe, as that will help bring this video to a broader audience and support this channel. With that said, I'll catch you guys later.